Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Good morning, everyone. My name is Professor Sayyid Abdul Moiz, and I am delighted to welcome you to this course in Introduction to Communication System. This course is designed to provide you with a solid foundation in the principle and techniques that enable the transfer of information in modern communication networks. From various type of communication signals like radio waves to the optical fibers, as well as from analog signal to the digital signals, communication systems are the backbone of our modern interconnected systems as a network. Over the duration of this course, we will explore some fundamental and key topics such as modulation, which may be a analog modulation, amplitude modulation, and signal processing aspect of amplitude modulation, phase modulation, frequency modulation, and their related power, bandwidth, noise, and fundamental of data transmission. We will also study how these principles are applied in technologies like telecommunication networks, wireless systems, and internet. Whether you are pursuing a career in engineering, technology, or research, this course will equip you with the essential skill to understand, analyze, and innovate in the field of communication systems. As a instructor, my main goal is to make these concepts engaging, relevant, and applicable to the real world. I encourage you to ask any type of question and your actively participation and think critically throughout this journey. Together, let's unravel the fascinating world of communication systems. Let's get started. Introduction to Communication System course has number code 8022-305-3. This course has 3 credit hours for theory and there is no lab component since you are power students. Lab is available only for electronic students. In this course, we will every week discuss 3 hours to the fundamental concept of contemporary communication system. To enroll this course, you must have fulfilled two essential prerequisites. One is electronics 1, which has a code 8021110-4, a course in which you acquired fundamental knowledge of electronic devices and circuit. And another prerequisite of this course is signal analysis, which familiarize you with signal fundamental characteristics, their processing, and mathematical models for their analysis. I believe that you have already completed these two prerequisite course. Otherwise, you will suffer some problems later on. My methodology in this course will include a combination of academic comprehension and practical applications, using examples and challenges to enhance your learning. I want you to engage fully in the class discussion and stay current with the modern concepts and their assignment as they will enhance the learning experience for every student. In this slide, I will provide the essential references that will facilitate our study in this course. Introduction to Communication System. These books are carefully selected to provide extensive insight into the theoretical as well as practical aspect of communication system. The main textbook is Modern Digital and Analog Communication Systems by B.P. Lathi and Zaid Ding. published by Oxford University Press in 2010. This book has gained very serious recognition for its clear and very simple treatment of communication principle, including both analog and digital systems. It connects theoretical concepts with various practical applications, making this book a vital resource for studying the principle of modern communication system. Furthermore, we will cite the other significant text to reinforce the fundamental concept of this course. The most important reference we will consider Hyken S. and Mohan M. Communication System, 5th edition, John Willey and Sons, 2009. This book offers in-depth examination of communication processing, modulation, and other essential communication subjects, focusing on contemporary technology. Similarly, another book which is written by Michael P.F., Fundamental of Communication System, McGraw-Hill 2007, we consider as a reference book, which reinforce our fundamental concept in communication. This book provides a comprehensive introductory to the fundamental of communication system with various practical application and solved example that elucidate complicated topics. Similarly, Horak R. and Newton H. and Miller M.A. both communication system and network, third edition, John Willey and Sons, 2002. This book emphasized the networking dimensions of communication, integrating engineering ideas with practical network technology. Furthermore, I will provide lecture slides for each credit hours, which intended to enhance these materials. This presentation will emphasize essential topics, practical application, and problem-solving methodologies to augment our comprehension and maintain our progress throughout the course. Again, I urge you to use these books proactively, whether for pre-lecture preparation or comprehensive study or review. Collective these resources will provide a robust basis for navigating the real concept of communication system. Let me give you a brief overview of the syllabus for this course, which is designed to provide a step-by-step understanding of communication system and their core concept. Here's how the course is structured week by week. In first week, communication system and basic background, we will start with the introduction to communication system, discussing their purposes, fundamental concept, and key component. This will provide the context for the topic we will explore in detail later. In week 2, double sideband suppressed carrier technique, we will refer the DSBSC. We will discuss in this week the principle of DSBSC modulation, examining its power efficiency and bandwidth characteristic. This technique lays the groundwork for understanding other form of amplitude modulation. In week 3, we further discuss about amplitude modulation technique. We will explore amplitude modulation in more detail, covering its methodology, applications, and practical implementation in communication system. Week 4, we will discuss about single sideband and super heterodyne systems. In this week, we will learn about SSB modulation, which further improve bandwidth efficiency. We will also discuss the super heterodyne receiver, a key component in modern communication devices. Next week, we will take the midterm exam. This will be held after week 4 to assess your understanding of the material covered so far. In week 6, noise effect on modulation, amplitude modulation system. We will examine how noise influences amplitude modulation signal and look at strategies for minimizing its impact. Week 7, concept of instantaneous frequency. This week, focus on the concept of instantaneous frequency, which is essential in understanding signal behavior in both amplitude modulation and angle modulation systems. In week 8, we will discuss about bandwidth of angle modulation waves and generation of FM frequency modulation waves. We will analyze the bandwidth requirement for FM signal and angle signal and study how these waves are generated and transmitted. Week 9, noise effect and angle modulation system will be discussed. Noise effect angle modulation systems different from the amplitude modulation system. We will explore these distinctions and their practical implication. In week 10, we will discuss about the sampling theory. To wrap up we will cover the sampling theory, a cornerstone for digital communication system. This will help you understand how continuous signals are converted into discrete signal for digital processing. This structured progression ensures a clear understanding and the principle and application of communication system. I encourage you to stay engaged, ask questions, and actively participate in the discussion. Together, we will make an enriching and rewarding learning experience. Let me take a moment to explain how the marks of this course will be distributed and evaluated. This will give you a clear understanding of how your performance will be assessed throughout the semester. First of all, final exam. The final exam will carry 40 marks. This will test you comprehensive understanding of your entire course content. Midterm exam. This exam will be only midterm exam, which will contribute 30 marks, and this exam will be assess your knowledge of the material covered in the first half of this course. Quizzes. We plan to conduct 3 quizzes collectively worth 15 marks. These quizzes will be spread across the semester to test your understanding of key topics. Assignments. There will be one assignment which will be worth 5 marks. This will give you an opportunity to apply your knowledge and showcase your analytical skill. Your attendance will be considered contributing 5 marks to your total score. Regular attendance is essential for keeping up with the course material. Class behavior, lastly, your class behavior will account for 5 marks. This includes your participation, attitude, and engagement during lectures. We aim to follow this marks distribution as closely as possible. However, there may be some variation in the number of quizzes or maybe assignments schedule depending on the course timeline and circumstances. I will ensure you that you are informed of any change well in advance as you can plan accordingly. Our goal is to provide a fair and balanced evaluation that encourage consistent efforts and engagement throughout the semester. If you have any question or concern about the marks distribution, feel free to ask me at any time. provide the class schedule for this course, facilitate your timing management. Our session will be held on the below days and times. Monday, a 2 hour session from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. This will be primarily lecture slot where you will cover the majority of the course content in detail. Tuesday, a 1 hour session from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. This will be generally be used for some solution of the numerical, some idea evaluation, conversation, and some tutorials. Maximizing these opportunities requires throughout participation, active participation, and sustained engagement through the lectures. I will inform you in advance if any schedule is changed. Kindly guarantee your consistent attendance at both sessions as each will be substantially enhance your comprehension of the course content. If you have any schedule conflicts, don't hesitate to reach out so we can find a solution together. I would like to take a moment to share the details about my office hours and how you can reach me if you have any question or need assistance outside of class. My office hours for this course are Monday from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. and similarly on Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. During this time, I will be available at my office to help you with any course related issues, whether it's clarifying lecture content, discussing some assignment, or addressing concern about the course. I encourage you to take advantage of these hours to ensure to stay on track. To facilitate communication, we have set up a WhatsApp group for the course. I strongly recommend that you join the group. If I will use to share some important updates, announcement, and resources. It is also a great platform for you to ask questions and discuss with your peers. If you prefer, you can also contact me via my email sasayyed at the rate of umulqurauniversity.edu.sa. Feel free to reach out if you have any question or need to set up an appointment outside of my office hours. Remember, I am here to support you, your learning journey, so don't hesitate to reach out whenever you need any assistance. Let's work together to make this course a successful semester. Thank you.